Hello everyone, my name is Pratik Paudel. I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal, and currently I'm working as a research associate in a research-based NGO called Nepal Water Conservation Foundation for Academic Research, acronym NWCF. So it's a research think tank. It's been around for more than 30 years now, and it's mostly working in the areas of water issues, water governance, water pollution, almost everything related to water. So I was invited by my good friend Jeremy Cheval to speak about the uh, World Anthropocene Manifesto. I think it is an event which will be organized on 29th of January 2021. So yeah, I would like to speak about the water-based issues in a transboundary river called Koshi. Koshi is one of the biggest river of Nepal. It flows from China, from the Tibetan glaciers, and it flows down to India through Nepal. So it affects around 30 million people are living in and around the Koshi region. We call it Koshi Basin. So mm in the past couple of decades, due to I think maybe due to climate change, and we also went through a massive earthquake in 2015. The rivers has been shrinking a lot in some of the areas, and in the mid hill areas there has been a lot of drying of springs, the river springs, and in the upper altitude areas, the snow glaciers has been the amount of snow has been reduced significantly. And in the lower altitude areas, in the Tarai region, in the plain region, uh, the, the amount of water has been concentrated in between the 4 months between June and September. It will be flooded, and after that it will be dry every almost 8 months in a year. So it has affected massively to the to the livelihood, and to the people living in and around Koshi region. So, as I've already told, that around 30 million people are directly affected by the Koshi basin, Koshi river. So, I personally believe that Nexus, water, energy, food nexus governance can actually help in mitigating, in reducing these water-based issues to a significant extent. Now, what is a nexus? Nexus is thinking from a water, energy, and food sufficiency. For example, if, there is in the policymakers in various developing countries, including Nepal, they only think from a single perspective, like creating hydropower, or creating irrigation, or creating flood control benefits. But we are not thinking from a holistic perspective. I think since the same water resources can be used to control flood, can be used to irrigate agricultural fields, and can be used to gain power in electricity power. So why not think from a holistic perspective, from an integrated perspective? So there has been a lot of studies going on regarding Nexus governance, and there was a study conducted by EC Mode. It's also a research think tank based in Kathmandu, Nepal. Around 7 or 8 countries are the members of EC Mode. I think the full form is Integrated Center for Integrated Mountain Development, International Center for Integrated Mountain Development. So they had conducted a survey, and the survey resulted that around 90% of the interviewed household they were reported being worried about the availability of food in the near future. And almost 100% of the youth have already flooded outside in search of um, opportunities, employment. So why not think from a nexus perspective, to develop this region so that the youth manpower will come back, and they'll also get employment. At the same time, they'll also get their own. They'll be food sufficient, because there is a it's a massive river. So why not create a food sufficient region? So a study conducted by EC Mode stated that if we think from a nexus perspective, around $2.4 billion of profit, of revenue could be generated from a nexus perspective, water, energy, and food nexus. So I personally believe that if in many transboundary rivers, or in many river basins, if we think from a water, energy, and food nexus, WEF nexus, then I think you can really mitigate the water-based issues to a significant extent. So thank you, and I would like to thank Jeremy for providing me uh, this platform to speak something regarding something, speak about an issue which I feel should be implemented in every parts of the world. Thank you. Thanks so much.